Hello, everybody. There we go. Oh, who we got in here tonight? Looks like Don English course. You're always in here, man. Smacky's Garage, Mopar Nut, good to see you. 162, there you are. How you liking that welder? Have you got it out yet? 162? John Motts, unfinished project, up. And '06 Merc. George Sosa, how's it going? Haven't seen you in one of these yet. That I remember anyway. A lot of times this screen goes by pretty quick, and these old eyes have a hard time catching it. Hey, Johnny C, good to see you. So, what's everybody working on tonight? I'll go ahead and toss the link back up here. Just in case anybody wants to join on in. It's an open live tonight. So anybody wants to come in, talk about your channel, talk about your project, anything, heck, come on in. That you do, Mopar Nut. Oh, any questions? Working on the Z28. What year, George? SRP, good to see you, man. Well, I found out where all them stink bugs came from that were in that 460. I needed a chunk of exhaust pipe too, so I went ahead and dug around into the exhaust, and they're all over in the muffler. You know, it's just a single exhaust all the way back. And that was the only exhaust valve on that side that was open, so it was like a straight line for them in there. Oh, and I did get my stickers in today. Well, not today, but the other day. So if any of you are interested in the sticker exchange stuff, or if you want to help me fix that broken window on the Fairlane, send me one of yours and I'll send you one of mine. You can find my contact information just on my homepage on the info. Send me an email, title it sticker exchange or something like that, so I know right which one it is, and I'll send one of them your way. Any new projects I'm working on? Oh, so far I'm just focused dead on just the Fairlane right now to get it ready for Sykeston. Yep, 162, one's coming your way already. And I got a video coming out of where yours is going. Yours is a pretty good size, so it worked out pretty good. Fixed a nice big crack in that window, and it's holding really good. You'd be surprised how well them stickers work for broken windows. I know there's a way I can highlight that. Holy cow. You did concrete work today for your lift? Whew. That's backbreaking stuff there, Mopar Nut. What size lift is it you're putting in? Too many stickers cost too many horsepower, huh? Can you ever have enough? I got the 327 trans out of the Pro Street S10. Sweet! That I sold and got the 65 in the shop. I think I've seen that 65 in your videos. I gotta hurry up and get on that one too. Any good swap meets where I live? We have a big one on Father's Day, but other than that, we're pretty shy on them. Hey, Nolan, how's it going, man? My wife, Auntie Cher, she loves that little lark, man. So there's the link there. Like I said, if anybody wants to come in, come on in, join the fun. Oh, there's somebody. Come on in, join.
Hey, how's it
There
going?
you are.
How's everything going? I've been following your builds.
Have you?
Yeah.
There, I had the wrong thing turned on there. Now I can hear you better.
Can you hear me?
So what you got going on back there?
So I'm replacing an oxygen sensor in the car, the 69 Mustang back there.
Uh-huh.
So the wideband fuel sensor, I'm running a Bosch one. I think the car's been running way too rich for the past few weeks, past few months, and it finally fried the oxygen sensor. So I'm replacing it out because I have air to fuel on the dash of it. I'm kind of new to carbureted cars, so while I'm learning it, it's nice to have an air to fuel gauge to tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong.
Carburetors are actually pretty forgiving, though.
Yeah, I'm realizing that. Yep.
But it's more tools and they're fun.
That is true. I always need
Where'd you
another.
get yours? Where'd you pick up your air to fuel?
This one was from Summit Racing.
From Summit?
Yeah, I buy most of my parts either from Summit Racing or National Parts Depot.
Oh, it looks like somebody else wants to come in here and join the fun. Hey, Buck does it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hi, Smackies. I was trying to find you the internet. I don't think I found you.
yeah. I do a lot of stuff with Ford cars. Stuff you
That's
guys.
all right. I like them all. There's some I don't like. Doesn't matter if it's a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge, a Chrysler.
They're all fun.
Oh, Dean, yeah. Yep.
What do you
Some
have?
are worse than others.
Look,
Go
I
put a
don't-
transmission in a 91 Taurus and then come talk to me.
I'm good.
Ugh.
They're a nightmare. Anyway,
About 72 is my cutoff.
is it?
Right about there, yep. So what you working on, Buck?
Well, right now, nothing. I did go look at a car today, so see what happens there. Yeah, a new project, 78 Buick Skylark. Yeah,
Nice. What does that have for an engine in it?
that has a 3.8 Buick engine. The guy gave me an aluminum intake with a 4-barrel carburetor for it. I've never seen one for a 6-cylinder Buick engine. You know.
Nice.
So we'll see what happens there. I got to. It's in really decent shape, but I've been looking for a project car for a while, and even BareRose told me, "Say, hey, just bring your trailer." He said, "I'll get you one." I thought about it, but I thought, man, do I want to go to? It's Utah, right, BareRose?
Oh no, not Utah, Idaho.
Oh, Idaho, Coeur d'Alene.
No, not that far up.
Okay,
I'm down in the southeast corner.
yeah, that's the only part of Idaho I was ever in was Coeur d'Alene. Yeah, up across. I think 94 goes across up through there.
Heavens Mopar is right there.
Is he?
He's in Spokane. That's right next to Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, okay.
Ah, here's somebody I haven't seen before. SRP. How's it going, man?
SRP.
Hey, good buddy. Great to meet you.
You got your partner in crime there with you, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool, buddy. So what you working on there?
Well, today we've been working on his little Honda 70 CRF. Not really associated with the Notre Dame Nationals, but we're always working on something.
That's all part of it.
That's right.
That's
He's
about
quite happy
where
with that.
I learned how to use a clutch is on one of them.
What's that?
That's about what the time I learned how to use a clutch was on one of them.
Yeah.
Little dirt bike.
Yep.
I learned in a 51 Chevy pickup.
On a 51?
Yeah, it was a 51 Chevy. I think it was a 1-ton, and it had one of them 9-foot boxes on it on the back, and they had a dump. He had a dump piston on there to dump it. You know, we used to do garbage runs on a Saturday, but I was only 9 years old, and you know, back then they used to let me go start the vehicles. You know, and one day he said, "Bring it down here." I said, "I don't know how to do that. Just bring it down here." They're hollering at me, so I had to learn quick. You know.
I
Learn
learned
how
that
to work the throttle with your heel and hit that starter pedal with your
That's
toe.
exactly how that one was. Yeah, pull the choke. Yeah, get the throttle. Yeah. I never had to mess with those old Model Ts though, where you had all the, you know. I never got to mess with any of them.
Spark
Yeah.
advance in the.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. I see that every now and then, but
That 28 Willys we got. It doesn't have the spark advance, but it's got the throttle set in the steering wheel. But that's for the hand starter, the hand crank. You set that, and then you go around and then you crank it over a couple of times and jump out of the way, and she fires.
Hi, Big Mike.
Hey, my son here, he's 10 years old. He just wants to show our little Sterling engine here we've been messing with.
Oh, that's cool.
really cool.
There you go.
Is that like a science project, or is that
Yeah.
just a project?
4-H. 4-H.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is so cool.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep. I started by taking all my dad's stuff apart and getting beat for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he does the same thing, and I beat him for it too.
But then I couldn't put it back together. Boy, I get whooped.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
figured-
I got a lot of junk parts laying around here that I don't know what it even goes to.
Yeah. Well, that's the
I
stuff
took
to
apart
give them.
all the lawnmowers.
Yeah.
So little SRP, you got plans on doing some racing too?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You got to speak it far away.
Yeah.
You want to show me your little monkey bike?
Okay. Can you bring it
Hey,
down?
there you go.
Hey, let's show him here. We got several bikes, but I don't know if y'all can see that.
Down
I'll
a
even
little.
give you the front stage there so you can show her on off.
There you go.
Down there. A little bit down more.
Down more.
There. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
That's fun.
can't see it.
Now get in there, little guy, and tell us all about it. You're a star of the show right now.
Well, you got that one, but then you got this one too.
That's the one that we did.
That's
You
a
got-
big dog there.
Yeah, you got a little Honda 70.
You can't beat a Honda.
Yeah, you're not. You're right.
I'm telling you, they make engines for everything.
He made a new video tonight on it. So,
Nice.
yep,
If
You
it
guys-
ain't red, it stays in the shed.
video on it. He did a compression check, and it's low on compression. So we're gonna have to put a new top end on it. Yep.
But we got it.
What? But tell them what we're going to do for the No Name National.
There you go.
Probably
Well,
the. What is it?
the old Power Wagon.
Yeah.
We're going to take the old 360 out of it and
Yeah. Put it
freshen it up and put it in the old Dakota.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe
That's
buy
cool.
By nitrous. Holy crap! He's talking
Hey.
about nitrous already.
He's got the bug. He's got the good bug.
All right, guys. Hey, we're going to let you go.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming in.
Glad to join you all and everything. And I love you guys. And BareRose, man, good videos.
Thanks, man.
All right. Tally ho.
And it's great
Well,
meeting you, both of yous.
Yep.
See you later, little guy.
I don't know how to get off here, but I want to try.
Leave the studio.
I don't either.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it says leave. Okay.
Hit it.
That's cool. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah, I was just reviewing a video, and I forget who it was. His son was putting a radiator in his truck or a car.
Oh, really?
There's Big Mike.
What's up, gentlemen?
Where?
Happy
Hey,
Saturday.
brother Hoot.
Yeah, a while ago, I was trying to find your live in my account or whatever. It just would not show it. I don't even know how long you've been on.
Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't
not
find it
Too
either.
long. Really?
Yeah. It wouldn't come on. It wouldn't show the notification at all. And I was like, I thought he was going live tonight. And I was like, well, if nobody else is going to go live, then I guess I will. And as soon as I started my live, your notification popped over, and I was like, shut down. Nope, not going to do that. Oh, man.
Yeah, I was waiting
Oh,
for the upcoming and put in for waiting for it.
Yeah.
Set reminder or something. Nothing.
Yeah, I had a reminder set too, and it never showed up. I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird.
Maybe
Have you guys
YouTube is
noticed?
busy tonight.
Huh?
They've done some changes or something. Like the font is different. Is it the same on your guys?
Well,
Like the layout on the screen and stuff is a little bit different, and the font is, I don't know, something.
I don't know. I
changed.
know they're doing something different. I know I've had 4 different people this weekend subscribe to me. I mean,
Uh-huh.
while I was standing there, and my subscriber count has not changed at all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That happens to me a lot.
I mean, it didn't change
Yeah.
at all. So they're probably upgrading their system, updating something, doing something. Something's
going
not
on.
Gene and Han. So
Oh, and 2 days ago, I had a survey pop up from YouTube. I've never had one of them.
I get those all the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I just tell them the same thing that I tell them about politics. Don't ask me what I really think. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
You sure you want me to review this?
Yeah, you probably don't. So, anyway,
I'll drill a hole in it and stick a carriage bolt in it.
there you go. Yeah, I'll snap it on a stringer and carry it like a bass and hand it to you. You won't like it. But anyway, so what'd y'all do today? I heard that what was that, Buck? You said you changed the transmission in a what? Some kind of a little cracker box thing.
No, not that I
No,
know.
joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was trying to get switched over and get things figured out. Me and Mama Hoopty went to the auction today.
I didn't get to see your video. I saw it was posted, but I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I just posted it a little while ago, but yeah, we did. We had a lot of fun. We always enjoy going to the auction. It's just we go to junk auctions. And well, this junk auction, they had 3 airplanes and a cabin cruiser and Sea-Doos and a pair of Sea-Doos on the trailer went for $8,000.
Wow.
With the trailer?
Yeah, but they were like 1988, man. I'm like, what?
That's nuts.
What? $8,000. And then they sold one of the planes he sold was a 3-seater, sold for $5,500. I'm like, so you can sell a plane for $5,000, but it costs $8,000 to buy a couple of Sea-Doos. I was seriously thinking about buying me that airplane. I got enough room to build a landing strip out here. Yeah. I don't know.
That boat went for cheap. I seen
Yeah.
that on there.
$3,500.
No,
$3,500.
Huge.
we didn't already put all that money, but I know you could sell it, but yada yada.
Yeah, that one little experimental plane went for $2,750, and he started it up. I mean, all those planes run good. I mean, he flies all of them, but he's like what 80,
90.
90, I don't know. And he said, "Man, I don't need all this crap anymore."
Good for him.
So there you go.
Hey, I was on my live stream earlier with the reviews of the channels, right?
Yeah.
And I just get a text from my son. Says, "I'm watching the stream. I'm ZYON Bear. Love you. Keep up the great work." I did. I said to him, "Why didn't you tell me you were on my live stream?" Damn kids.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
So, Smacky, what carburetor did you put on?
So I didn't put a carburetor on. I put on just the air to fuel sensor on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a Holly 750 double pumper on it right now.
So you see those 3 carburetors that I had in the mix of all my stuff there? Yeah.
Poor Hollies are going crazy right now.
I know. I was like, holy crap, I could sell those, any of those and just about get my money back. It's crazy. I've seen some for rebuild, just cores. I've seen some on eBay for like $150. I'm like, what?
Oh, there it is.
Oh no.
Hey, Red.
All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys, man. Riffraff's here. Hey,
Who's workout?
Redbeard Ned.
Oh, where's a no name project or
Unfinished project. He's probably coming along.
The rocking chair, for example. I'm gonna give my old man my chair.
All right.
Oh, sweet.
Sorry, Ford guy. Golly, that's dead to you. Hey, what's going on, guys?
How we
What
doing?
is happening?
Hey.
Oh, down here trying to help Daniel, and we were going to go to a cruise in with his car, but we just didn't make it. And so he got his car fired up though.
Right on.
Cool.
Right on.
And so Daniel saw that you guys was having a live, and so he says, "You want to jump on it?" And I said, "Sure."
Dad, come on in.
So, in case y'all don't know, this here is the namesake of the Barber Bubbler.
Boy, is that a barber bubble? I like this guy's sense of humor. I'm telling you.
Well, you know, I figured if it gets hot under the collar and steam starts blowing, you know what I mean? I'll always think of you.
Well, I would like to be thought in a better, positive way, but all right, I'll take it.
Yeah, he gave me that over.
Meeting Mike down at in person when we were down at Mocan Dragaway, and he parked beside me, and it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a hoot, man. Yeah, it was a hoot.
So I got a tripod for the first time. I'm trying to learn how to use it. There it is.
Yeah, right
And
on.
I'm so far now I can't see anybody. We're on his little phone screen, and it's like,
oh goodness.
So BareRose, I've known of you. You don't know me because I've watched many of your videos and everything. And I don't have a YouTube channel, so when I watch people's lives or different things, I don't show up on there. I can't comment, but I watch a lot of you guys' lives, and I can put like, but I can't make any comments. And nor do I show up that I'm watching that I know of. So
I sure appreciate that, man.
So yeah, and a couple of you guys actually got a couple subs because my phone broke and I've been using my wife's phone, and it's like I'm not subbed. I was subbed, and I pushed sub, and I realized it was under my wife's name. I don't tell her because she wouldn't have liked that, but so few of you got a couple subs. But on the PC or something I can watch. But Daniel's been after me to start my own channel so that I can make my own comments and interact with you guys.
Yeah,
and I
it's
just
easy.
hadn't done it yet.
It's easy to do.
You got one sub coming here as soon as you do it. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
He's
my plus one.
Yeah,
Well,
subscriptions are free.
I was gonna say you got to text me and give me a heads up because I want to be number one.
Well, the problem is I'm probably the one. My wife and I'm probably the one making it, so I'll be number one.
No,
I was his first sub.
No.
As soon as he made it, I went on there. But yeah, I do like your content, and I think it's really cool your background there, BareRose. With your dad and doing monster trucks, because we fell in love. That's my kind of thing. I mean, I fell in love with them years ago, and my kids fell in love with them. And yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, and some of the stories that you got with that truck is really cool. Really cool. Yeah, and one of the days I'm gonna meet Mike down at his place or somewhere.
Well, on the 28th, we're having a hog roast. Come on down. That's not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. I'm roasting a whole hog on the rotisserie.
Oh,
sure. Yes, sir.
Let's hear. You got. Oh no, that's who? Oh, that's my granddaughter's birthday celebration that day.
Bring her on out. We're going to have a lot of food and cake and whatever. She say, no, this is for her birthday. Say, see, they threw you a party, girl.
I tell you, Big Mike is a cool guy. I really like him. So you having a barbecue for more weekend or what?
It's yeah, kind of. It's just, hey, welcome back summer, and this weekend this next Saturday we're going out on the boat. And but then the Saturday after that, we generally have a pretty big shindig to welcome back summer, and it's all family friendly. You know what I mean? It's no one getting drunk and stupid or any of that stuff. I wouldn't tolerate any of that kind of stuff around here. But it's just fun and family and food and friends and just chilling out and eating some barbecue.
I'm anxious to see that 452 you got rolling. I want to hear.
Yeah. It'll be rolling soon. I just I had to order some more things for it. I had to get some new bolts and stuff. I didn't take into account, when I bought that water pump housing and water pump and all that. Well, I didn't get new bolts, and I was like, oh man,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Are they like a Ford?
Are they like a Ford?
Yeah, like every one of them's a different length.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's
Well, I think two of them are
600 of them?
Actually, I think 2 or 3 of them are the same length.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 sets of them. Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely different.
Then depending on what accessories you add to it, depends on the length of the bolt too.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, they're proud of those dadgum parts, man. Holy smokes. I got that 110 amp alternator.
Yeah.
Almost $300, man.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And it's all chrome and pretty though.
Well, yeah, it's chrome and pretty and says Mopar. I doubt anyone's going to mistake it for an LS.
You never know.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks my engine's a big block Chevy because the valve covers, but it ain't.
Right.
I said, what big block Chevy has a distributor off the front?
Right. Well, my buddy Ken that's helping me with that, his daughter races NHRA. Her name is Denny Jensen. She runs dragsters.
What is she?
What track does she run?
Jensen Racing. She's she runs at Mocan some too, and
she just got married, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been married.
She got married to a Curl.
She's been married for a while, as far as I know.
How long?
I don't know.
Well, the reason is I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know for sure, but Nick Curl is not Nick. Name would be Adam Curl. No.
No.
Okay, she's not a Curl now. Okay, well, there's another girl that races NHRA, and she races at Mocan once, but her husband's name's Curl.
No, that's not her. No, I can't think of her. I can't even think of her husband's name. I've only met him a couple of times, but her dad goes to church with me.
I look like a legit hillbilly right now. I look like your picture. I'm not joking. I'm looking like I've been working my butt off all day. I've seen my face first time. Like, oh my God, I actually look like your picture. Give me a little keg and jumping up and down.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing, is it?
Right.
That's a step up in the right direction.
BareRose, we don't mean to take over your life.
Oh no, go ahead.
So, anyway,
I'm glad you brought your dad in this time.
Yeah, I would happen to be down here at the time.
We're hungry. I just got done smoking some hamburgers, and my son comes in with one eating in front of us. We're starving over here. It smells so good.
I know it. Yeah,
he's torturing you.
Kids got to eat.
I come down to help him, and we were going to go to that car show, and he'd been working on his car a lot longer, and we just wasn't going to make it. Just wasn't going to. And so I did some things, played with the grandkids, and I said, well, I'm going to get on home. And next thing I know, he sends his sons out and said, hey, Dad's about to cook some hamburgers. You want a hamburger? And I was like, oh, yeah. So I stuck around, and then the live came on.
Right.
So that worked out real good for me.
Sweet.
Been a good win for me.
Nice.
But not. Go ahead.
So, those real cars behind him?
What's that?
Me?
Those are your real cars behind you?
These are real cars. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there's a couple of people that have background tar or whatever, with stuff.
Yeah. No, these are real.
I see that.
Well,
This goes
That
on.
garage is too clean.
That's locked.
this first time I've met you, I've not seen you before.
Smack is you. I do a lot of Ford stuff.
Well, we'll forgive you this time,
Oh, okay.
You and BareRose, No.
I'm keeping it
Oh, I'm
balanced.
sorry. I'm trying. I got to look through my bifocal, so
I
Daniel
seen what
pointed
you're
out that-
driving. I seen what you were driving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he pointed out very many times. But you see the hat I've got on?
Oh man, he
It
is,
says,
Dodge.
he is not liking this whole thing.
yeah,
I tell you, I get hit with that bend on his cane is from my head. Him hitting me over the head.
his head is so hard. I just quit trying to straighten him out.
I mean, oh man, yeah. He don't like it. I call him old man. I get hit. I call him Ford guy. I get hit.
That's
So
all
what
right.
you
I
got
work.
back there? What's the green? What's the green one? Details. I'd like to see it.
So the green one.
There's so many different Mustangs. I can't tell all the
Yeah.
differences.
So the green one is I might be able to move. Oh, I can move. Is a big block Mach 1.
Big block. Oh, is
Yeah.
it all matching number type big block thing, or is it just?
No, it's not.
Hey,
Is
that's
that 69?
That's the best thing in the world to me. These matching number cars, the people are too scared to drive and hurt them. That's why I like what you
Or
got.
you can't modify them, or you can't do this or that to them.
I like.
Yeah.
I love
So this one. This
Beautiful.
one is. That's dark there, but it's a big block 4-speed Mach 1.
Oh,
Fun to drive. Really.
yes.
69?
Fun. It is a 69. Yep.
So can I ask, what color green is that?
It's
Is it green?
Forest.
dark jade metallic.
Jade-
Black
is it-
jade metallic.
See, basically, it looks a lot like the Mopar Forest green they used to have.
Yeah, it looks
Insane.
it's a metallic color that looks black at night, but when you
Yeah.
hit it with light, it turns bright green. It turns
Dark.
green.
Yeah, dark green. Beautiful.
That looks
Yeah.
identical to the Forest green almost
Yeah.
to me.
Well, it's a little, it'd be different in light. No, realistically, I say I like a good American muscle car, but I
Yeah.
cotton to the Mopars. And
Trust
so
I wish you
That's-
would have done that to me.
I really like the Mopars line, but I really appreciate a good American muscle car. Especially pretty much before 70, you get to the 75, you're about to lose me after that.
Yeah. I like Mopars. The problem is I can't find, so I live up in Massachusetts. We have a ton of rust. I can't find anything up here for a decent price to build and work on.
Right.
So it's everything that I've always come across has been Fords, and they're just so much more prevalent up here. It's hard to find anything else.
Right.
And when you do find them, they want 30,000 for a shell.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. But you got some nice looking rides and a big
Thanks.
block 4-speed. It's like catch me out of me.
Yeah, you can put a big block 4-speed in a bathtub, and I'll drive it.
That's one big tub.
Hey, I'm telling you.
BareRose probably done that.
I'm thinking hard on it again. Yeah.
So let me back up on this Ford story stuff. When he was little Tyke, we were watching the monster trucks and stuff, and he's always liked to be on the winning side. And one day he come up to me and he says, "Dad, I can't be your son anymore." And I looked at him and it's like, huh? Threw me off, just totally took me out. I can't be your son. I says, "Why can't you be?" And he goes, "Well, the Bigfoot is a Ford." And at that time he was the mark to beat. Bigfoot was the mark to beat. And he says, "Bigfoot's a Ford and you like Dodge." And so he couldn't be my son anymore. He liked Ford. So the Ford guy's right there.
It's big.
But
Options.
so when you
Yeah.
started bringing out your Bigfoot, in the background, then you brought out some stories on it and live and stuff. I really enjoyed listening to And then there was another.
Oh, thank you. And Buck used to do them too.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. Is because
We got two of us in here.
Right. I was just about to say, wasn't he the other? Because I was about to say there was another guy with the monster truck driving and stuff. Well, like I said, I only get to see some of the stuff in live. And what's ironic, a while back, they were promoting Buck, promoting him and trying to get his subs up. And I was on that live. I don't remember who and what it was at that time. So I went and tried to find it. I couldn't find him.
Yeah.
I put in everything like you're supposed to. Couldn't find him. It wouldn't come up on my algorithm on my YouTube, and or under No Name National. And then I know the guy's name, Blake, up at Bad Tree Production. Yeah, he put the whatever number in that you to take you directly to it. I copied and pasted that. It wouldn't show it to me. So I've never gotten to go to Buck's YouTube channel, and so that's why if I could have, I would have probably remembered exactly that.
Yeah,
I know.
See how I have it written there? If you put it in without no spaces, just like that, it shows up. But if you put the spaces in there, it don't show up.
I think
that's a lot of my problem. But
yeah.
Well, I didn't even copy paste. I did about 5 different ways. Now I'm a computer illiterate. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't do
Me
well
too.
with computers. Yeah, but you've done real well. You have done extremely well for it.
Yeah, but if you put it in with no spaces, it should come up.
For the longest time, my name was BareRose, and nobody could find me under that either.
Yeah.
So I went.
I thought about
almost a
changing
year
it, but
with
everybody
nothing.
knows me now, so I'm like, I ain't gonna change it. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I can go and put a simpler search thing in there. You know?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wasn't done trying to look you up.
What do you want to hear?
Just wait is on buttons. It's too good to mess up.
We don't.
So he's got an incoming call.
All right, let me get back on. I got a phone call. Sorry, I'm doing some of my phone.
Yeah, BareRose, I was trying to look up that gravedigger accident there on Virginia Beach, but it seemed like they squashed it because some lady sued him or something, you know. I thought for sure I'd get some pictures and bring them in here, you know, when that ride truck flipped, you know. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah. That's that one, and that one in Canada where that ride truck was doing he was going over cars.
Oh,
and
was he?
He flipped it over and killed 2 people and hurt a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean
that
was always
hard.
That was always my worst nightmare, you know, getting somebody hurt. You know, like I had this one little kid in there, and I was down at the beach, and I was going over these sand dunes, and I hit him pretty hard one time, and he lost his glasses, you know, and I felt so bad, and his mom said, no, don't worry about it. We'll get another glasses. He had such a great time. He said he wanted to do it over and over and over again. I thought that was cool, you know. I felt bad because he lost his glasses. You know, I had him.
We lost all kinds of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And everybody wanted to take a drink on. We had a table set up there, just stacked full of drinks, you know, and stuff, because they go flying out.
Yeah, we didn't have no suspension. I think we had what were those army rears with the disc brake right on top? I forget what they were called.
Rockwell?
Yeah, Rockwells, yeah, man. And then big freaking stacks of springs, you know.
Oh, you were still leaf?
Yeah, that was an old truck, like one of the beginning ones, you know. But the other trucks had they had the coilovers and stuff on too, you know, that were 14 foot tall, you know. But we actually put a truck together from the frame up. We just ordered a frame, you know, and they delivered it in a tractor trailer, and we brought it in the garage and did everything, you know, Lexan and body panels and all that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, ours started out with straight sticks.
What's that?
Ours, it started out with just 20-foot straight sticks we got from burning steel and started cutting it up and welding it all together.
Yeah. Well, this was all two-inch chromoly tubing and all that. And then, but that ride truck we had was still, it was a 70 Ford truck, and it was still had the Ford frame and everything else welded to it,
Yeah,
So, and it was still the steel body and all that,
that
But all
was
the other ones that I worked on with, they had the fiberglass bodies and
yeah.
big
All the
block
race
Chevy and
trucks
a big
are,
block Ford, you know.
but the race trucks are totally different.
Oh yeah, mid-engine and they had them big transfer cases that were 15
Those
gears
big,
inside. I don't
yeah.
know those aluminum ones, yeah. But I think I did more working on them than I did driving it,
Oh yeah.
and then throwing them freaking tires around. I don't know,
Ugh. And I'm a little bitty guy.
Yeah.
I think soaking wet, I'm about 140. Yeah, about 140.
Yeah. And then, well, you got to use a 1-inch impact gun too. So,
Mm. They had to use a 1-inch impact to get the lug nuts broke loose on cousin Eddie. Yeah, my big old RV that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got those 1.5-inch lug nuts on it. Man, those things are no joke, dude.
Yeah.
Especially them dualies on the back, Man, those things are no joke. If you don't have the right stuff, you are not changing tires on that, dude. Especially when it's been sitting since 91.
Yeah, that's why I never liked working on the big trucks, because all the wrenches were big.
Yeah, and of course, left-hand thread.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you don't,
Oh yeah.
did you see that video of that hub nut that I was cross-threaded?
Yeah, I did. I saw that, and you had a heck of a time trying to get that dude off of
did
there,
I have a
man.
heck of a time.
That was crazy. Luckily, though, it wasn't boogered up so much that you couldn't get a good one back on.
I
Yeah.
was so happy for that. But what my whole problem was, I didn't know if it was right-handed or left-handed thread, because it wouldn't move either way.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was terrible. And then once it started going, it still was tough. And I'm like, oh my God. So I kept the gun right on it until she came out, and I thought it's either going to go or it's going to blow.
Right. Yeah.
But I lucked out. I was able to clean them threads up.
Yeah.
And I was also lucky that Napa had one of them nuts in stock.
Napa's usually pretty good.
Oh, I like Napa stuff.
Like I said, I had
for a
to.
long time. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I was just going to say I had to go through Napa to get my tie rod ends and a couple other things for the Green Goblin, my Charger, and because everyone else was on back order and stuff, and I mean, trying to find something for an old B-body Mopar, man, it's just like pulling teeth, man. It's ridiculous.
And Mopar used, man, I've worked on like 36 Alice Chalmers and Farmalls, and I think it was a 26 Alice Chalmers I worked on. I went to Napa and got starter parts and carburetor parts and all from it. Well, that was a long time ago, but still, they had it.
Right.
They didn't even have to order it; they had it.
Right.
But I always liked Napa. I guess there's a bias there because my uncle used to work there. But I used to like the Napa stuff, especially the electrical, like starters and alternators and voltage regulators and stuff. Go to Napa for that stuff because you go to AutoZone and Advance and stuff, and I'd be getting, take 2-3 of them before I get a good one. I go to Napa, the first one I get is good. You pay a little more, but
oh yeah, you're going to pay more for sure. I mean, I think it was about 25% more than anywhere else, but they had it and I needed it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not waiting 6 weeks for freaking tie rod ends. I'll pay your 25%. Just give me what I need. Yeah.
Oh, Nolan here's got a good one. You guys like Dayton wheels for big truck and trailers?
I wouldn't have a clue.
What's the Dayton wheels? Are they the?
Those are the ones with the rim is on the tire, and then they spider out to it with the clamps.
Oh, with the no, I don't.
Yeah,
like
no
Oh.
lug nuts, just the clamps.
They have the clamp with the nut in the middle of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you have to make sure you get them on
Heavier.
straight.
they'll hold a lot of weight, but if you lose one, it tears things up.
Oh yeah,
It rips that right off of there, and it hits the pavement.
I've witnessed that. I worked at a tire shop, and they've lost a few of those. No,
I've done that on the freeway with about 4 ton of hay on it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, they're wonderful when they work. Oh,
Yeah.
and never use trailer house, because trailer house uses the exact same things. So we used to go and grab old trailer house pull-offs after they, dropped the trailer, and you could get those for next to nothing. But come to find out, those tires they put on there are made to go one time, and that's it. I blew so many of them dang things.
Yeah.
But Dayton's out. I like them, but carry a lot of spares, and they can be nasty when they're not good.
Yeah, I almost bought a trailer that had those on there like that.
Yeah.
But they had the lug bolts and the little keepers, you know what I mean, to put them on there. And I was just like, I'm going to take a pass, buddy. I mean, it was cheap enough and the bed was okay and all that, but I was just like, no, I've caused enough troubles for myself without doing all that too.
yeah, I think you
Yeah,
was
that's
talking about
the
the 14 and a half
14.5.
wheels. I did a lot of those 14 and a halves at the mobile home plant I worked at.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we got to go out on the road and jack a mobile home up and put a whole new axle underneath and wheels and tires.
Mm.
There for a long time, they were almost giveaways. A lot of people were making trailers out of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've still got one of those actually under my smoker out back. Yeah, I've got a 150-gallon smoker with a rotisserie in it. It's homemade, but man, that's what I'm smoking my hog on. Yeah,
whatever works.
Nice size.
Yeah, it'll. Well, I mean, I can smoke a whole hog or maybe even a whole person.
Yeah.
or 2 BareRoses.
Hey, yo, boss, you want me to whack
2 or 3.
Big Mike.
Hey,
Showed up today.
all right.
Yeah, loving it.
Thank you. I'm glad that you showed me that. That's awesome. I got a pretty cool one here. Check this one out. Anybody know what that one is?
Let me try to single you out here.
Is that old SWAT van or something like that?
Yeah.
Mercedes Benz.
Is that the same one from the show?
This is a Mercedes-Benz Unimog SWAT vehicle. And it is a treasure hunt. You see it's got the little flame logo in there underneath it.
Yeah.
On the card. Yeah. Those are I have a whole lot of treasure hunts and things of that nature. Yeah. I don't know. I'm at that point in my life where, stuff is just stuff, to me. And I don't really, I don't think about it like I used to. I used to be infatuated with Hot Wheels, really, really, but yeah, not so much anymore.
Now it's gone on to the real stuff, the big stuff.
Yeah, but I'm still not spending much money on it. That's the cool thing. I mean, you saw my video today, Bear, right? The
auction one I did.
Auction video. Yeah. Well, you saw that Transit that I've got. Yeah, that Transit with the elevation pole on it, you know, the story pole,
Uh-huh.
and it cleaned up. All I got to do is calibrate it with my other one. If it zeroes out good like it's supposed to, I can sell that for $150.
Yep.
And
Okay, for your whole day.
that pays for our whole day. And I got all those air tools for free. A Porter cable reciprocating saw. That little table's awesome, man. That little drop leaf table, it don't take up hardly any room. And if I need it, I can just pop it up. I mean, it's really cool, man. And yeah, I got a lot of really good stuff. All them carburetors. I'm like, you know, yeah.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
You're being kept tabs on.
We usually don't go too far.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Dr. Art. Hi, Dr. Art.
Hey, Dr.
Yeah,
Art.
Dr. Art.
The doc is in the house.
The doctor is in.
And Clint, I'll tell you what, I really dig those wheels Clint got for his truck. You seen those wheels he got? Those are sexy, man. I would almost put those on the Coronet.
And you see how much you got to cut out of the bed in that little bitty thing?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, Lord.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
That's real cool the way you're doing that too. Cutting
Yeah,
it the way you are, so when you move it, you can put it back in. Oh, that's gonna look.
Yeah,
sweet.
I like how he explained with the back spacing and stuff on there too. Yeah, I mean that helps out guys like me because, like I said, I'm not a mechanic. You know, I'm a late bloomer. I'm still learning all of this stuff. You know, I spent all my years of working. You know, and I put off a lot of my fun projects for a long time. You know, from my mid-20s when I started having kids until now, I've kind of put all that stuff on the back burner. You know what I mean? And now I'm digging in.
Yeah, it's amazing how life can just be gone before you know it.
Oh, like, I know.
When my first son was born, it's like I had 2 factory jobs for 30 years.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nolan. I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm going to set it, the timing set that I got coming. I can reset it, get rid of that retard on it, and she'll go at least 4 up. At least. Oh, I didn't mean to kill it. Go ahead. Keep dead air. Keep going.
That was on me. I had the conversation going before you broke in.
That's all right. I was just reading comments over here.
Yeah, so was I. Doug Narden said about the constipation, but it never came out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. You gotta love them one-liners. Well, it's more than one line. But...
Yeah.
You bet, Clint. Keep them videos coming because that is one sweet build.
Yeah, I just subscribed. I'll check them out later. I didn't know.
You know, it's tough keeping up with all these guys, all you guys' videos, and
I know,
especially with the days getting longer. I've been working on a concrete pad out here, and I've been coming in around dark, and it's like, man, you guys have been live for 45 minutes already. It's like I'm late.
It wouldn't be the same without the Englishes.
Yeah, we're getting it done, though.
Right.
I'm supposed to have a tractor show up to dig the pad out, and he never showed. It was like, I got a wheelbarrow. I changed the elevation on the other side of the garage about 8-10 inches, and I'm down to two more form boards, and I'll be able to put bar in it and stone, and then I get to call in a truck. That'll probably be about $1,000. 24 by 11'6". I'm tired of working on cars on the ground.
Yeah, we get a little too old for that.
When I finally dug power over to the shop, I thought, oh, I got a backhoe. This is going to be easy.
Mhm.
There's so many things running right there. I had to do it by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So Mopar Nut wants me to talk about my 440 build, huh?
there you go.
Yeah, what's your secret?
My secret, huh? I don't really have a secret. I'll tell you kind of how it came about. So most people know I've had that car since I was 18 years old, and I drove it until 1994, and I bought it in 86, drove it till 94, and I had gone, I got different cars and this and that and trucks and, and it just kind of went by the wayside. It was just a 318 car, LA 318. It wasn't really fast or anything, but because it said Charger on there, I thought I was Dukes of Hazzard, and I went out there and I run it through the pasture. I mean, I was rough on that old car, man.
Did you ever jump the ditch?
Huh?
Did you ever jump the ditch?
Oh yeah. I jumped a couple.
That's part of it too. You got to jump a ditch.
Well, not just that, but we also had this dirt road that, now the little town that I live in, you couldn't do it, but it used to have a railroad track. There was a dirt road and there was a railroad track, and you could hit that sucker and you could clear at least 16 feet of air before you came down on the other side.
That's hard on the equipment, man.
I guarantee it's hard on the equipment. Yeah, it's real hard on the equipment, and it's real hard. It's hard on everything. So yeah, I was pretty rough on it as a kid. I thrashed it pretty bad. Then I ended up parking it out at my mom's house, and I moved up to Oregon for a while, came back, and lo and behold, my engine and transmission were no longer a part of my vehicle. And I was like, somebody had borrowed my 318. But it was a 318, So and anyway, I just kind of blew it off, didn't really think much about it, because back then Mopars were a dime a dozen, especially third gen Chargers. You couldn't hardly give one away, and then as the years progressed, I started, regaining a fondness for it, and then I got to really looking at it, man. And I was like, with all those stripes on it, that it's got the white reflective stripes down the sides that, reflect the headlights and stuff, all original from 72. It's got what's called the Topper X package, has the hideaway headlights. It had the gator grain vinyl top, the green, looks like lizard skin vinyl top. The vinyl top's gone now, but it's not rusted all the way through. But anyway, it's got chrome everywhere. It's got chrome drip rails, chrome armrests, chrome around the fenders, the trunk lid, the front of the hood, the back of the hood. I mean, it has chrome everywhere. And I was like, man, that's really actually a pretty special car. And I'm really not doing it a service by not with it. I really need to fix it up. And I kept saying I was going to, and life still, raising kids and running a business and all that, it just sat. And then 2 years ago, I finally put my foot down and said, no more. I am going to fix this car. And I drug it up out of the grass, and I took and started cleaning it out. I cleaned out 2 40-gallon contractor bags full of acorns and squirrel nests and rat nests and all kinds of foul garbage. And now I said, okay, so it's to get me motivated, I'm going to buy a motor for it. So I bought this driving RV motor and transmission. I thought I'll just throw those in there just to get it on the road, and at least that'll really get me motivated to working on it. So I bought this motor and transmission for $1,000, which for me, spending $1,000, I put myself out there $1,000. That means I'm going to really do something, Well, and then buddy of mine was running a 440 in his Barracuda that he built this 440 from the ground up. He had it punched out 40 over, and he took it out, and on about his third run, he spun the main bearing in there, and he was like, man, I don't know what the crap happened, and he says, I'm getting out of this. It's too expensive. Mopars are too expensive. And he says, I'll sell you all of my Mopar stuff for $1,000. That's that engine, another 727 with the air cooler on the bottom of the pan. I mean, everything he had with the 440 Stealth aluminum heads. I mean, and they've had 3 runs on them. And anyway, so I'm like, all right. So I give him $1,000 for all of his stuff. Well, so then I take the engine to the machine shop, and they're like, well, what torque converter was he running? I showed him. Well, he had a weighted torque converter on an internally balanced engine, and that's what spun it. So I said, well, we've already got it apart. I said, go ahead and punch it out another 20. Let's just go ahead and make it 60 over. And I got some Keith Black racing pistons, and we took the deck height down just a little bit more. And we went ahead and shaved those heads just a little bit more. And so, yeah, it's running. I said it's going to be about 11-to-1 compression on there. And it's got a comp cam in there. I believe it said it had a 525 lift on it. It's going to be hot, man. It's going to be a really hot freaking motor. And but to do all of the machine work and buying those pistons and all the new stuff I got for it, I mean, I've got about $7,000 in that engine.
Wow.
Still. And I'm just like,
For a Mopar, though, that's not bad.
yeah,
$7,000
I have
for what you
never,
got.
man, I've never spent $7,000 on anything like that. I mean, holy smokes. But I said, okay, this is my car. It's in my will to my oldest son when I die. It's never going to be sold. I'm going to fix it like I think it should have been built in the first place. How did the intake line up after shaving deck and heads? It actually wasn't bad at all. We only went down, I think he only went down like 10 thousandths on there. I mean, he just made sure it was really good and flat and smooth, and he compression tested all my heads and all that there at the machine shop, because we had everything off anyway, and he did the whole Magnaflux thing on there, made sure everything was good. And so yeah, I'm going to need 94 octane, but yeah, it's going to be hot, all right. It's going to be basically a race car. And my buddy Ken says, well, after we get you all tested and tuned, he says, I'm going to hook you up with a nitrous bottle. I'm like, are you? I was like, are you insane? You ever seen a hillbilly run nitrous? No. Like, I think it's probably going to go fast
for a
enough.
while.
I'm like, Kenneth, I think it's probably going to go fast enough. And he's like, there's no such thing as fast enough. But his daughter, like I said, his daughter races NHRA. So, and he builds her dragster. I mean, he was showing me he paid $1,000 for one little drive pulley and a bracket. I was like, okay. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a different kind of budget build than my budget build.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, it's taken me 2 years to build my car to where it's at now. And that's with the suspension and putting in floor pans. I put in a new headliner. I put in new door locks and trunk, all that. I put in, changed out the rear end. build up a tolerance to horsepower and need more to get back to normal. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you tell that to my wife, man. She won't even let me have a crotch rocket again because she says I ride too fast. But she don't like it when I scrape the pegs on my big bike. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I've got all brand new suspension underneath that car. I mean, it's all brand new fuel lines, brand new fuel system, fuel tank. I mean, I did everything under it's brand new, but I'm not going to touch the body. The body's going to stay just like it is. So it's going to look like I just pulled it out of the shed until you open the hood.
Yeah.
You see, I put them Steelies on the front so you can't see nothing.
Nothing wrong with Steelies.
Oh, yeah, I love them.
I love Steelies. Boy, ain't that the truth, Nolan. Spray
It's
is
a
great.
drug you'll want more and more. Yeah.
And pretty soon you got a big old ring gap.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. It's like, I'm not looking to try to, I'm not looking to try to be a full-time drag racer or anything. Of course, I didn't look to be a full-time a lot of things, but it ended up being. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just late to the game,
That's right. That's right.
Living my childhood late. That's what it is.
Yeah, saying we're empty nesters now, so I got me time now.
Yeah. Well, my kids are 26 to 23, and then our surprise is 15. So, yeah. But he's a good 15. I mean, he's already done his driver's test, his written and his driving. All he's got to do is age out, and he's got his driver's license. I mean, he's smart as a whip. He's a good kid. I tell everybody he's my reward for not holding my oldest boy down until the bubbles quit coming up.
Remember me saying that before.
Yeah, because my oldest one was a mess, man. He was. I love him to death, but he was a mess. He was a tough teenager,
So was I.
Yeah, so was I. But I blame my dad for my son, because when my son was born, I told my dad, I said, "Hey, Dad, you're going to be a grandpa. Your grandson's name's going to be Mike Jr." He says, "Good, and I hope he turns out just like you." And I told him, "Well, you don't got to talk to me like that." Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. He did too. He's shaking out of it, though. He's 23 now, and he's doing pretty good. He's shaking out. He's building a Golf GTI, and he's looking at pushing 500 horsepower to the wheel on that stupid thing with a straight six. And I'm just like, son, that thing don't weigh nothing. He's like, I know it's going to be fast. Gotta love it. But he don't have kids, so there you go.
Wow, that changes your aspect on life a whole lot.
Right. And I told him, well, do it now, man, while you still can.
Yeah.
Get it out of your system, or make it a way of life, or whatever you're going to do, but do it now if you're going to.
Boy, I hear you, Doug. I hear you.
Yeah.
A big one.
Yeah.
And cast steel.
Yeah. And my parents deserve a vacation. Paid to anywhere they want to be. Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to drop. It's getting close to 11 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Sure thing.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
for stopping in, Sam.
You're over there in Steve Maggs' land.
I am Steve Magg.
Right on. All right. Well,
See you
hey,
guys.
have a good night, guys. Take care.
Yes, Mackie's nice meeting
And
you.
everybody who hasn't
You
checked
too.
out his channel, go over and check him out. He does some extremely good work on those Mustangs.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. Have been for quite a while.
I'm gonna check. I thought I looked them up last night, but I don't think I could find them.
Really?
Yeah, I know Heavens Mopar was trying to find them, and then he finally found them, but he didn't say how. It's just like my channel. You can't find my channel unless you put it in there just like it has right here. You know, Buck does it without any spaces, and then it'll show up. But if you put spaces in there, you get deer, Buck the deer. You know,
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Then we got stuck on the hunting thingy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember looking for years, Buck, and it was like,
Yeah.
Buck. Oh, look at that dandy.
It's like you got distracted, didn't you?
Yeah. And it's not even that time of year.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for him now. I did just hit Clint's
Street
check
machines.
him out later on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's good. I like Clint's videos, man, and I like the way he breaks things down. You know, for us simple folks.
It's common folks.
Yeah, Smackies don't show up. Yeah, well,
I know there's a way I can share that. I can put a link there to their channel, but I can't figure it out.
yeah, I get smoke. Oh, there it is. I just put Smackies in without the garage. You know? And yeah, there's his Mustang.
There we go.
Subscribe. He got 856 subscribers.
Well, I ain't never had a Mustang, but we did. Me and my buddy, when we were growing up, we did borrow his sister's Mustang too, and we did go for a joyride. Well, I don't know how much of a joyride you can go for in a Mustang too, but
Oh, it depends on if you're allowed to drive it or not.
well, the thing was that thing was so low compression. I mean, it was gutless, and we took it out on the dirt road, and we tried going up this hill, and it was like tut, 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 tut. And then we had to let it roll back, and we'd take another run at it. Well, one time
Yes,
we were
Clint, I do have like 66 or 67 subscribers. He just asked if I did.
Sweet.
So that is me. Let's see if you can. I'll take my blower down there. You can see Buck does it up there. The sign I made.
I watched you stencil that.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like I said, my girlfriend does all them farmhouse signs and stencils and stuff, and I bought her that Cricut machine for Christmas one year, and so I get I have to go in there and use the machine because she's not that computer illiterate yet, or computer savvy, you want to say, you know. So I got to do a lot of that stuff, and I thought, man, you know what? I'm going to make a sign for the channel and hang it up, you know.
Sweet.
So.
Somebody ought to yell at Mama Hoopty. She wouldn't let me buy the sewing machine I wanted today. They had an upholstery sewing machine
with a walking foot,
with the seat. I mean, with the whole rolling assembly and everything. And I mean, and you could run leather. You could do whatever through it. And it sold for $40.
Wow.
$40, but my truck was. I mean, I already had all my
$40.
$40. Yeah.
Was it a Zeiss?
Did it work?
I don't. Yeah,
what brand?
It worked. I don't remember what brand it was though. I just.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it is $40, but it was all on a great big base with casters on it and all that stuff, and they sold a metal brake. That's what I really went for. I wanted to buy that metal brake for building my own floor pans and stuff like that, but it went for $800. I'm like, holy crap, man! Some stuff goes for nothing, and the other stuff goes for
Yeah,
astronomical prices. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you people?
that's the way it works. You see the money's light until it comes to what you want, and then it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, what the crap, man? Yeah. But anyway.
Maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there was so much stuff there I could have bought and didn't, Whenever I got all those air tools, I bought a whole shelf full. I mean, they were selling by the shelf, Okay, how much for your pick of any shelf on here? And I gave $15 for all those air tools. I was like, I mean, how do you not do that? I mean,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just gave all my air tools away. I've been doing all cordless now.
Yeah. Well, I haven't got any good cordless stuff. It's so expensive, man. Especially if you go with something like fuel or something like that.
Yeah.
I really want to get a good impact, a good cordless impact to, take with me if we're going racing or whatever. But man, I just can't make myself spend the money.
I bought a Cobalt.
I have good luck with my Bauer.
Really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Bauer one I got from Harbor Freight.
That's what, about 200, 250?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Bauer one, the cheaper one.
Right. Yeah. It's like 200 or 250, wasn't it?
I don't think they're that much, are they?
No. That's the earthquake one. That's the expensive one.
Okay. Because I know my buddy got one of those at Harbor Freight, and I think he was saying he paid 200 or 250 for his.
Yeah, that's an earthquake. It's a good one too, but it's a little more money. Yeah. But that Bauer works pretty good too. Just get the big battery. Don't cheap out on the battery with it.
Right. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, it has no torque.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so stuck in my being cheap thing. I am.
This is like 100.
That's all right.
I don't know if it's because I grew up so poor, I mean, the way we grew up, man, I mean, we were dirt poor, really. I mean, we didn't have any running water. We had an outhouse, and I mean, we were way out 10 miles of dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And, we ate what we grew and, what we butchered and all that. And
that sounds real familiar, Mike.
Yeah.
I remember coming home from school and had to weed the beans.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. We had to go down and hoe the rows, man. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, but it's a good way to grow up because
right.
It teaches you how to approach situations realistically, like the situation we're in, where this country could be going really soon.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I've gotten away from that whole hoe and rose business. I went above ground on all my stuff. I mean, I've got boxes for my potatoes and my peanuts and my sweet potatoes and all that stuff are all in boxes. And I've got all of my tomatoes and peppers and squash and all that. All my old used tires. I just take and I fill them up with my dirt and I put one plant right there in the center. And the thing about it is, if you cultivate and concentrate on specific plants rather than like a whole row of them, you know what I mean? You're giving all that nutrition and all that attention to that plant, and it will produce and flourish. And you can get just as much food off of just a handful of plants as you can on a whole garden of halfway tended plants.
Halfway tended. Yeah. Well, you see it because my sister's part of a community garden up the road here.
Mm-hmm.
And you see people in the springtime, they're out there, they're getting their garden ready and this and that, and they're planting and this and then a month later, the weeds are taking over. And,
mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you look out in my garden, and I guarantee you, if you find a half a dozen weeds, man, I'll be surprised because I go out there, man, and I'll get them,
My mom was that way. She used to have 2 gardens. And
yeah, my grandma did too.
pulling weeds every day.
Yeah.
If she was outside, there wasn't a weed in her garden.
Yeah, we had 2 gardens too. We had one for the staples, beans and corn and potatoes and beets and all that stuff. And then we had another small garden for all my grandma's seasoning, dill and asparagus and strawberries. And she had her oregano and basil and parsley and all that stuff growing in there. So, and mustard. Yeah. Yeah, because she would season with mustard seed too.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You can mortar and pestle mustard seed and make mustard powder and flavor stuff with mustard powder, and it's really good. But yeah, like I said, we grew up very simple, man. And hearing the stories, of the old timers is always kind of had me, be careful, save for a rainy day, all that stuff. So it's what we do.
Yeah.
I still pick up a penny on the sidewalk.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, people ask if it was heads up. It's like, I didn't look that close.
Yeah. I say, well, I don't know. It headed up when I picked it off the ground.
Like, yep, it's got a heads on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Doug's got some morels coming in.
Morels.
You just had a pretty good haul on them.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't get very many this year like last year. Last year I got like 350. And this year I kind of bailed on them early though, but I mean, we had a bumper crop of ticks up here this year. Oh my gosh, I hate ticks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't bring them up.
Oh,
Save them for deer season.
Yeah. Well, we got them early this year. They tick you off.
If it's above 35 degrees here, it seems the possibility is always there.
Yeah.
All they need is a little bit of sunshine and they're active. You
right. Well, and we've got 3 dogs and 3 cats, and our dogs, they'll go run off out in the woods. And even if you treat them, they'll come in and one of them, they'll be riding on them or whatever, and they'll drop them in the house, and it's just like, oh my gosh, freaking stop it.
SRP just grew 340 heads.
My goodness, girl. Oh my gosh. I love you, but you stink. I don't know what you're eating.
Whatever you're feeding.
Love you too, honey.
Oh, my dog here, Mala. Mala, come here.
Something ain't right.
Come here. I think we changed your food. I think that's
that'll do it.
You gonna come say hi, Mala? You come say hi? Come say hi. Come here. Come here, sweetheart. This is my sweet baby girl right here.
Oh.
Yeah, she's my sweet baby girl.
How old?
She is 3.
It's like she's ready for bed.
Yeah. I tell you what, she is the sweetest girl, but I guarantee you, if you came towards me like you were going to cause me harm, you would not like it.
Well, that's the way dogs are supposed to be.
Yeah, she's very partial to me. Now, you probably slap my wife upside the head, and she'd be like, well, she probably had it coming.
Wow.
Yeah. But she's really partial to me. I don't know why, but she is.
Is it your dog or her dog?
Well, she brought it home, but it kind of adopted me, So
Isn't it funny how shit like that works?
Yeah. Oh, well, see, he's asked me if I go use dogs when I go for wild hogs. Well, you see, we can't actually hunt them here. My neighbor.
Really?
Yeah, because they outlawed hunting wild hogs here in Missouri because they'll scatter. If you shoot one, the pod will scatter. and they propagate so fast that they try to catch them in groups, and they set traps and stuff for them. And so the Corps of Engineers and Game and Fish, they work together to trap them. And my neighbor, they run a Christian camp for kids out here, and out there by where they do that, is where they trap a lot of them around here. And he knows them. And anyway, he ended up, he gets them from them, you know, and he tells me, well, hey man, they got hogs. And I'm like, by golly, let's go get them. So yeah, I mean, because I when it comes to free food, Big Mike's about it.
Well, you can't let it go to waste.
Heck
I
no,
thought
man.
they were doing. I thought they was like a no license, take as many as you want.
It used to be that way,
Used
but
to be.
they want you to trap them, the whole herd, you know, if you can, as many as possible. They want the whole pod to be taken out, you know. But when you single them out,
scatter.
yeah, when you single them out, and it just makes them skittish, and it makes them, you know, to where, you know, because apparently they're highly intelligent. I mean, believe it or not, those hogs are highly intelligent, and they change up their trapping systems, and they, you know, do all kinds of stuff to catch them. And sometimes they will do a flyover and just go open up on them, but that's what I want to do. I want to do a flyover and take my AR and be out there and be like, yeah, buddy.
Hanging out the door.
Hell yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, they got videos of that on the internet that they're almost interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've seen those hog traps. They saying they try to catch the whole pod at once.
Right.
They got those rotating ones that drop, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
not like that at all.
yeah, the ones that they usually use here, they have a spring door, and it's kind of like a spiral where they can go in. Once they get in, they can't go back out because it goes against the outside. You know what I mean?
All right.
And they just get stuck in there. But
Lucky pigs.
What's that?
I said Doug Nord in there. Lucky pigs.
There's a guy on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He does a version of the Three Little Pigs like you have never heard before. It is hilarious. Trying to see if I can find him really quick. You guys would really appreciate it. He is hilarious.
Say, let me get ready for this.
Wild hogs we don't have here, but jackrabbits, cottontails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know of any out here in Pennsylvania area. You know, I know they go hunting for bear and stuff, but never heard any wild hogs around here.
No.
What part of Pennsylvania are you in again, Buck?
I'm in Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
I got an aunt.
York.
I got an aunt that lives in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Who?
I've got an aunt that lives in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Well,
and then the Nelsons last night, they're in York. They're only like 35 miles down the road or something.
Well, really?
Oh yeah, they're not far away. I just said to him, I says, what racetracks do you go to? And he told me. I said, well, maybe I'll run into you there. I'll come over and say hi. He said, yeah, do that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, because a couple more minutes here, I'm going to head to bed, and I'm going with my nephew tomorrow out by Carlisle, Boiling Springs, that way, to the drag race, you know. And hopefully it doesn't rain. I'm going to run my 300, see how it goes, you know. So I'll get my first drag race in. It's on my bucket list. I never got to do that, you know.
Good for you.
Yeah, That's kind of like me too, you know. Well, I mean, we raced on the street, you know, but
Exactly. I've raced on the street before, but I
Right.
never had a tree to
Yeah.
to watch and then take off on. You know what I mean? We'll see what
It's
happens.
different.
I'll
It's a
record it
little
and see what
different.
happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Just don't leave on green.
Yeah. That's what he said. It, you know, as soon as that last light turns yellow, hit it or something like that. I don't know. I'm like,
Otherwise,
see.
you'll get the nice little merit badge.
a merit badge.
So if you guys want to watch this guy, his name is John Branyan. John Branyan does the Three Little Pigs skit. And it's several minutes. It's like 8 minutes, you know, but you guys should really check him out. John Branyan. And he's pretty hilarious without having to be vile, you know.
BRANYAN.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Already bookmarked it.
Right on. Yeah, he's pretty funny. You'll like it.
Ooh, you hit a deer Easter Sunday? Oh, I'm sorry, Doug.
Well, nobody told me.
What's his name? Did you see my next project?
Yeah, I did.
That video?
I told him.
Yeah, that was sad.
I told him, looks like the deer hit you.
Oh.
I think I said to him, I hope he got to eat that deer.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't know. That's cars make a mess of them, but
Well, yeah, but as long as you just cut out the blood spots and all that, and
I know. I get people from far and wide give me phone calls. Hey, there's a fresh one up the creek road. While there during the rut this year, I ended up with 3 road kills, 3 in 1 week.
Nice.
I had a Monday, Tuesday, and a Thursday.
Well, we have Pea Ridge Military Park here, and they're all protected there. I mean, so they're just a bumper crop of deer there. And people go flying through there, and I'm like, hey, jackass, there's like 1 million freaking deer here. And it's like every day you see one not they're on the side of the road or whatever. It's like, man, people straighten up, you know?
Yeah, I used to work third shift. I had 2 people that one would come down 87 and one would come across the river. And if there was a fresh one on the way, they'd let me know in the morning and I'd go check it out after work. And
yeah.
I'm not afraid of roadkill.
Hell no, man. Yo,
that's why we got 100-pound of bologna done this year.
Right? So you want to hear a funny story? I'm gonna tell on my dad. He's not here to defend himself. So my dad used to like to, you know, have a few nips, and we were headed to the family reunion one year, and we always had it on 4th of July at our old home place out there where I took everybody for the Blue Goose video. And my dad probably about 3 sheets to the wind, and, you know, I know he shouldn't have been driving, but he was. Anyway, so we get out there to the reunion, and Dad opens up the trunk, and, you know, the kids will they'll run there for firecrackers and all that, you know. And my cousin Freddie goes, Carl, you got a raccoon in your trunk of your car? And he says, yep. And he says, well, where'd you get it? And he says, did you kill it? And he's like, nope. He says, picked it up on the road. And he goes, well, are you sure it's still good? He's like, well, it was warm. He's like, Carl, it's July.
It's warm.
Yeah. Well, nobody got sick and nobody died. So he just threw it on a stick over the campfire. I was just like, hillbilly, boy, I tell you. I love my old dad. He's a hoot, man. But yeah, he grew up back, you know, whenever I still have my grandfather's old McCormick Deering hay mower out here, this old horse-drawn hay mower out here. And my dad grew up using that thing, and a 2-man cut firewood and all that stuff. He grew up back when times was real hard.
The misery whip.
It was
Oh.
actually manual labor.
Right, back when men were men, you know what I mean? And it's like every generation has a little bit easier, with the advent of technology and all that.
The kids nowadays, I don't like to think I'm old, but I see these kids running around. It's like I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Well, just the way progress in the last 50 years, it's just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
When
Well,
you
and
have to earn everything to hand it to me, give it to me, and
yeah,
it's a sad world nowadays. It truly
it
is.
is. Well, at least I've been able to instill my
There's still a lot of good out there.
yeah, I've been able to instill my values in my kids. I mean, my 15-year-old, not only does he already have his license set up, and ready to go, he just landed a job. He's 15 years old and he's ready to go to work. He's like, well, I want to be able to work all summer. I want to earn some money. I want to do this. You know what I mean? And he's a go-getter, so
Good for
I'm
him.
pretty proud of him.
All my kids worked fast food when they was in high school. If they wanted a car, it's like, hey.
Right. Yeah.
I remember when I got my license, I was cool to drive mom's car until I got my license. Then I had to go get my own if I wanted to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But that's how you did it. You had to go get your own.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I bought my first car, and I made all my other kids buy their own first car. I told them, well, we'll help you, but we don't give you anything other than we give you the means to do it. We'll give you, advice on how to do it right. We'll do whatever we can to help you, but we're not going to carry you.
Yeah, my
Boy,
dad
ain't
gave
that
me
the
his,
truth.
yeah, my dad
Horse
gave me his
feeding a manual
64
truck.
pickup. I'm sorry, BareRose.
Oh, go ahead.
My dad gave me a 64 pickup when I was 17, and he used to have to fill the oil and check the gas, right? And it was a 300 tree, and the column was broke. So he had a rod sticking out of the floor for first and reverse. And then on the column, you just grab the round thing and shift second and into the third.
Nice.
Hey, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
I traded all my rabbits. As a young teenager, I decided to make my fortune raising rabbits. I had rabbits coming out of my ears, and I traded them all to the old mountain man here in town that had a 70 satellite. Same thing. It had a 3-speed in it, but he just jammed the linkages up through the transmission hump. You had to push this one down, pull on this one, and then push it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It took me a long time to learn how to speed shift that one. down on the floor and then get up on the shit. The downshifter was even worse because you had to find neutral to get down in the first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And I had a yardstick for a gas gauge.
That's what I've got in my Valiant.
Yeah.
Nice.
Broom handle. It's notched for every 4 gallons.
So speaking of notch for every 4 gallons, I sent my cousin a meme today. I found it said, I got a tank of gas for $22 today. It was on my push mower, but nevertheless, I'm going to try to stay positive.
That 28 Whippet that we got, that Willie's Whippet, it's got a gas gauge on it. but it's back on the tank.
Oh,
You
nice.
gotta get out and walk around, and there's a little float gauge on it. I thought that was kind
Thought
of
maybe
cool.
I had a sight glass.
Yeah, well, I've kind of got a gauge on my fuel tank on the 51. I just look out there. If I catch the light just right, I can see how much fuel's left.
You can put a spotlight behind it to see too.
Yeah.
That reminds me, my gas gauge doesn't work in the other variant.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You're in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, honey. I'm
Hello,
just hanging
Wendy.
out with my friends.
Hey, baby.
We're over at BareRose's house tonight.
Yeah, we're having a
Everybody just
sleepover.
hanging.
No sleepovers.
Yeah. Just a bunch of rowdy old rednecks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we got? We got Idaho, Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania. You're only set. We're in Williamsport. But
Missouri. You're in Williamsport.
Yeah, we're only 70 miles apart.
Yeah, I just come down through there. I was up in Seneca Falls.
We are not too far from Little League World Series.
Oh, really? Yeah, I go by there all the time.
4 miles away.
Okay.
Wow. Well, if you went up 15 north, we're right here where 15 north goes up off 180. I can see the highway from here.
Okay.
So we're real easy to find here.
Yeah, well, I went up 81 and I came. I like to do the loop, so I go up 81, then I come back down 15, and then I come all the way down into Harrisburg and then over into Lebanon.
Yeah.
Buck, do you know where Hiawatha is?
Hiawatha.
Hiawatha boat.
He don't. He does. He's not from Williamsport, honey.
Oh, I didn't know.
No.
He knows where 15 is over here, but that's about it.
Right. I used to take my motorcycle up through there and then up into English Center and up through the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon and stuff. And it's beautiful up through there.
Nobody's saying anything.
I think Don's dad is buried in English Center.
Well, it's
Oh,
up
yeah?
that way.
Right, Don?
It's up that way. Yeah, English Center is just 30 miles up the road.
I used to like to stop at the Woolrich store there too, up there in
In
up
the
above
Roller.
Jersey
Yeah,
Shore.
they closed now. That was
Yeah, I know. Now they're some kind of corporation. I don't know what they are, but everything's like $1,000. It's crazy.
It's nuts. Yeah, we're right here. I know you've been getting enough sunshine this week too. Then that's some.
Yeah, it was great up until I think Thursday.
Yeah, and then it was 80 till the muggy settled in.
Yeah, and then we had rain on and off today.
Yeah, spotty showers.
Does it get pretty humid in that part of Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been hot and muggy here too. It's been right around 90.
Yeah, well, we've been real cold. I mean, up until before last week, it was only in the 30s and 40s. You know?
Yeah, it was a cold winter for here.
Yeah, and it lasted a long time too. You know.
Yeah,
Here we can have winter, thunderstorms, a heat wave, and winter all in 1 week.
Yeah.
You know, about March, we can have
That's
all
one
of it
day
in
here.
1 week. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yep.
Some
Yep, that's
mornings
where I
I
got
still
my
wake up with a
rust
skip of
from.
ice.
What's that, BareRose?
Some mornings I'm still waking up with a skip of ice on the ice trough, on the water trough.
Wow.
Mm.
And then it's t-shirt by the end of the day.
Yeah.
I get that. I'll leave my coat will be in the car, and then in the morning I got.
I was just going to say that. This is leave your sweatshirt and coat in the car season.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, right now it's about 70 degrees outside here.
67.
At 10 o'clock at night, it's like 70 degrees.
Well,
Yeah.
we're down to 67, so
Yeah.
It's not supposed to get real chilly tonight.
We're supposed to finally break into the 70s next week.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know how anyone lives up in the cold, man.
Yeah, work with what you got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. Some people love it. You know, my cousin, he was stationed in Alaska right out, out of high school. He went into the Navy and he was stationed up there at Anchorage. And he pulled a 4-year, and then he pulled another 4-year, and then he took 2-year in the Air Guard, and then he became a civilian contractor up there, working on the North Slope in a undisclosed location in a nondescript building, working on things he won't talk about. And he fell in love with Alaska, and I was just like, I went up there fishing for a couple of weeks, and I was like, yeah, it's nice and it's fun and all that, but how in the hell is anybody getting sleep around here? Because it was June when I was up there. It was like 2:00 in the morning. It was like 8:00 at night here in the summer. And what the hell is going on here? Yeah. I don't know, but it's what you get used to.
That would be tough getting used to, though.
Yeah.
And Anchorage is actually pretty warm too.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, really. I mean, we were fishing like 12, 14 hours a day. I mean, just hammering the fish, man. It was awesome. It was
But
awesome.
that water's cold. Holy cow, that water's cold.
Yeah. Well, when I came home, I brought home 50 pounds of fish fillets in the belly of the plane. So,
Is that all you is allowed?
Well, the thing is, I mean, you can check up to 50 pounds as checked baggage, and it's only $25 to put it, in your checked baggage. And up there, they're so used to the tourism and all that. You go to Fred Meyer up there, and they have a fish box, and it's a big styrofoam box with a cardboard wrap on it, and you fill that dude up, and they flash freeze your fish, and they're all vacuum sealed and frozen, and then you wrap it up, put it in the belly of the plane, and bring it home. It only cost me 25 extra bucks, to bring home 50 pounds. I had Russian River red salmon, I had king salmon, I had cod, I had sole, I had, all kinds of lingcod. I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, man, it was so good. And then we checked to see about getting some fish flown down here from Alaska. And it was like, yeah, okay, well, I don't think we're going to get to do that.
A little bit different money, huh?
Yeah, well, it was like for what they wanted to ship a little bit of fish down here, it's like, man, I might as well just go back up there and go fishing, But,
sounds like a good time.
Yeah, well, it was on my bucket list, It was one of those things right after, right after I went solo in my business, after I shut down all the production end of my business and just went to doing specialty work, by myself. And I let all my guys go. And I went up there and completed one of my bucket list things. So
good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, everybody, we're rolling up on 2 hours here. I think we better shut her down. But hey, thanks everybody for coming on in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Everybody in the chat, great seeing you guys all. Buck, Brother Hoop, always the Englishes. You guys are great.
Well, we have no life, so we intrude on yours.
What do you mean you have no life? You're right here. We see you. You're part of the family.
I know, and it feels good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
does.
awesome. It's awesome.
Uncle
Right on,
Tom and Aunt
guys.
Wendy.
Well, thank you, Brother Bear, for having us on and for
What
having.
about Wendy?
What's
She's
that?
awesome.
I said, what'd you say about Wendy?
Oh, here she goes.
That's Aunt Wendy.
Oh, yeah.
You're all part of the family.
Yes, I am.
Right on. Well, I got to get to bed anyway. I got to
Yeah,
get
me
it.
too.
Yeah. So,
It's amazing how fast 2 hours can go by.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
God, yes. Yeah. So
Just
fast.
flies.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, you cats have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. See everybody in the
That's
chat.
great
Nice
seeing
meeting you
you.
guys.
If you
And,
guys go to No Names Nationals, I'll see you all.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Plan.
Definitely.
All right. We'll
Nice.
see y'all. Good night.
We'll
Night.
catch y'all on the next one. And everybody out there, and hop out there and get some metal hot. We'll catch you on the next one.
Night.
See you later, Wendy.
See ya.